Hey guys, Chris here, at Chris's Fish Room / Man Cave. I wanted to talk a little bit about water for discus and water changes, and how beneficial they are to them. You can't go wrong with water changes when you have a discus. Okay, I mean, me personally, for this aquarium, I only have one discus in here right now. But I do 70% water changes every 7 to 10 days at the most. I prefer hitting that on that 5 to 7 days. I mean, there'll be an occasional I won't do all at once. I'll do 15% one day, 20% the other day, or 30% the other. You know, kind of like that. That will work too. But like I said, if I'm not hitting that. If I'm going over 10 days, I'm just being lazy. And, okay. And then water changes matter on how much you feed your discus, too. If you have a bare bottom tank and you're doing a grow out discus, you're going to be doing a lot of water changes. You're going to be doing them daily. Let's just say that. Probably 50% daily. I even heard other people doing 100% water changes. I know, 100. That's insane. But, because you're feeding them, especially if you're going to grow out, like I said, a bare bottom, you're going to be feeding them multiple times a day. Let's just say like 11:30 a.m. you're going to start with some bloodworms. Then later on in the evening, you know, or even let's just say you could do another afternoon around 3. You could do some beef heart, and then maybe later you're going to put some flakes in there. It just really depends, because if you're feeding them that much, you're going to have a lot of waste in your aquarium, especially if it's not bare bottom. If you got gravel or dirt, you're gonna have to siphon a bunch. It just depends, guys. Like, what's nice if you're doing a grow tank just for discus, you know, in the bare bottom, you're gonna see all that gunk and you can get it all and everything. All right, let's see. Oh, sorry, I was looking at that. Cool roseline shark. I love that guy. And then I always say, test your water. Know your parameters and your nitrates and nitrites. And, you know, if you have ammonia spike or whatever. There's nothing wrong with buying the test strips. I know they're a little expensive, but they're worth it. Especially if you're kind of getting new in the hobby and you want to check your parameters every water change to make sure everything's balanced. I personally don't yet. I used to, and I'm probably going to buy them again, but my tank's a well-balanced tank. I've had all this in here, all these fish in here forever. And, let's see, and so I really don't do it, because let's just say, I'm not too lazy on my water changes. If I hit that past 10 days, yeah, I'm being real lazy, and I need to get off my butt and do it. But like I said, I'm usually on that 5 to 7 days, 10 at the most. There's been a few times, you know, life does get in the way. You know, I have 3 daughters, a wife, you know. I got the house needs to be taken care of, the lawn, you know, shit like that. Every man knows that. And, and like I said, more water changes, the better changes. Water changes, water changes, water changes. And what a great thing is about discus, and most fish too, and even just your plant in general, after that big water change, your fish just glow, your plants are thriving, at least mine are. I always love how my aquarium, right after the water change, maybe 40 minutes after, how good my aquarium looks. I haven't done, let's see, I think I haven't done one in about 3 or 4 days, and I was scrubbing on this back wall pretty good. Of course, my discus is hiding. You don't even get to see it as I'm talking about doing discus stuff. And like I was telling you guys, it's all about, you know, if you're doing a grow out tank and for your discus or whatnot, this isn't probably the proper way to have a discus. I know they like sand and then a bunch of driftwood. But I never really get driftwood, but I'm all about the heavy plants in there. And my tank used to have a lot more plants. I got rid of them quite a while ago. And you know, like I was saying, it's all about what you're feeding them and how much waste and how many fish are in your aquarium. Not only just this, you can have other fish in there. It just depends. And if you like a little heavily stocked, you just have to do more water changes than normal than, let's say, your average Joe. So, you know, it's no big deal. It's your therapy. This is my therapy. I want to get away for a while. Just go down my man cave. Let's work on the aquariums. You know, I love it. And let's see what else, guys. I'm pretty sure I was saying how much they love clean water. Like you can't hurt a discus with doing water changes. You just can't, unless you're don't add your prime or that safe or some type of water condition. I mean, you don't want to forget that. I mean, I personally haven't, but I've had a buddy who has forgotten that and then killed out some of it. He had a cichlid tank, and these cichlids, I couldn't believe he did it, how he forgot. And these cichlids were almost 20 years old. I forgot the type of cichlids, but they were old as dirt. And he definitely forgot to add some prime into it and just added straight water. And he did a big water change, and guess what happened? That night, he did the water change in the afternoon, dead by night. So, I'm sorry the discus isn't out. And like I was saying, guys, it's just all about the water change. Know your parameters of your aquarium. It's real nice to know the balance and everything. And like I said, I'm going to start doing it just to know how far I'm pushing it, or I should be. I don't know how. I just want to know exactly what everything's at. Even though I know my aquarium is well balanced. And it was actually kind of cool. My two neon rainbows were actually just spawning in here. I have some Bomani rainbow fry. See, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me, guys. I wish you could edit that out, but I'm doing this on my phone. So I think that's all I'm going to say on... Like, if you have a dirted aquarium, definitely grab it out. I have a floor plant, so I don't disturb this, the dirt right here. But in the back I kind of do. But I just put my hose down on the plants, and then you can see all that gunk come out. But like I said, guys, water changes. It'll make your fish grow. Like, especially, I know I keep mentioning that bare bottom thing. But, man, if you really get a big 65-gallon, put all your juveniles in there, and water changes, multiple feeding, they're going to be growing like crazy and within a year. Like, you'll see dramatic difference. But if you just wanted to, like, a tank like this, you know, playing like that, just even, I bet 50%, if I just did 50% would do. I know people would do less and the tanks could look straight. It's all about your parameters and your water when you test it to see what it is. But I'm always just going to do the 70%. Alright, guys, I hope everyone's fish and discus are doing excellent, healthy. I did have, actually, before I hang up, I did have a second discus. It was a blood pigeon. It was quite a bit smaller than him. They worked great for a while, and then, what was it? Then, my snake skin, because he's a little bit bigger, he did do some bullying where I had to move him into my 20 long, and it was a big community tank, probably too many fish in there for my discus, and he really didn't like it. He would stand by this one rock, but when the light was off, he'd mosey around. So, and then I finally moved him, let's see, to a heavily 10-gallon aquarium, which I know is very small for a discus, but hey, people breed them in there. And I do a lot of water changes. There was 5 neon tetras in there, and he's been having white feces probably for the last 2 weeks. I've been treating that. I'm hoping he's getting better, but he doesn't move much. I think he's on his last straw. Because that's one bad thing about discus. They get those gill diseases or the white feces, which is never a good sign. So, alright, guys. Remember, just keep doing water changes for your discus. Alright, I hope everyone's fish are doing great. Your plants are thriving, doing great. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna head on out, guys. Peace.